another shocking incident of juvenile delinquency. Nakul Joshi, a 16-year-old boy, has committed a gruesome murder of Kishore Joshi, who is none other than his own father. The police were informed by the neighbors, who became suspicious when they saw Nakul Joshi and his friends dragging a heavy bloodstained sack. On searching his house, they found a vase with bloodstains and Nakul's fingerprints on it. When questioned, Nakul confessed to the crime. Today, the fate of this youngster will be decided in the court of law.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nakul! 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 Do not try to escape when I'm talking to you.
Yes, sir.
What are you trying to do in there?
What? Nothing.
Do not lie. I saw you taking money from my drawer.
Right, I needed cash.
You could have asked me. Show me the cash.
Dad, I'm getting late. I don't know.
Nakul, I asked you to show me the cash.
Alright, chill out.
Why do you need so much cash?
Because I need it. Stop getting so hyper. I'm leaving.
Have you forgotten your manners?
Don't you dare touch me.
Nakul, how dare you?
bloody.
Nakul Joshi, a 16-year-old young innocent boy, belongs to a middle-class family. Was brought up single-handedly by his father after the death of his mother. And with all care, love and affection, this boy has been brought up by his father single-handedly, Mr. Kishore Joshi. Kishore Joshi was brutally murdered. By whom? By his own son. And for what reason? For being questioned about stealing money from his father's wallet. He has not committed just one crime. He has committed two. Out of the emotions of anger and greed, he brutally murdered his father, who brought him up with great love, care and affection. How dangerous can he be to the society if left free? Therefore, Your Honor, my humble request is that, Your Honor, that he should be given the harshest of the punishments that will set an example to all those juveniles set free out there having committed heinous crimes. This is all I have to say. All I want is justice to prevail. That's all, Your Honor.
My lord, my client Nakul Joshi is only 16 years of age. This is the age when there is absolutely no sensibility. There is no sense of right or wrong. He's charged with his father's murder, but this crime was not done intentionally, my lord. This crime is a direct result of anger and rebellion, which is typical of his age. His attack on his father was a negative impulse of his emotions, but it was not his fault. My lord, criminals are not born. They are made out of the situations they are born in. My lord, just look at the situations he's been living in. He was deprived of his mother's love at a very young age. His father single-handedly raised him, and he had absolutely no time for him. When he needed help and support, all he got was rejection and loneliness. This is not a murder, my lord. These are his pent-up emotions that manifested themselves out of a negative impulse. Therefore, this murder is not committed intentionally. It is a consequence of psychological, parental and social problems. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Both the defense and the prosecutor have raised their voice and have presented their cases. What remains now is the verdict to be passed.
Verdict, not guilty.
A murder has been committed. A father has been killed by his own child, who is not a child anymore, but a young adult who is mentally fit and perfectly sane. This gruesome act is spared just because it has been committed not by an adult but by a child. So, the verdict still remains not guilty. How much should we think is too much? This is Nikita Singh with cameraman Ankit Srivastav reporting for Channel VMC.
Is this the end or a beginning? Juvenile delinquency, an age when the guilty are pronounced not guilty and the cycle of crime repeats. The term juvenile refers to juvenile status or minor prior to adulthood, and delinquency is a kind of abnormality when an individual deviates from the course of normal social life. According to Juvenile Justice Act 2000, a juvenile is the person who has not completed 18 years of age, and hence juvenile delinquency refers to antisocial or illegal behavior by children. A juvenile may commit a crime due to family environment, mental disorder, social disorganization, etc. Crimes committed by children under the age of 18 are denoted as juvenile crimes. Some of the acts of delinquency are running away from home without the permission of parents, habitual behavior beyond the control of parents, committing sexual offenses, shoplifting, stealing, etc. We follow the dictum, children of today are leaders of tomorrow, and hence pamper and nurture them, but in return suffer despondency and despair, as the more they are cared, the more they seem to deviate. The changes in our social environment over the last 25 years have made the environment risky for the youth. There has been an alarming increase of delinquency of children. From minor acts of abuse, fights, theft, etc., they have now turned into committing serious crimes as rape, robbery, and murder. There seems to be something radically wrong with our socio-legal dynamics. The root causes of crime are many, and strategies need to be evolved to stop them. A crime often arises from factors at home. Its impact is felt in neighborhoods, and the arrests and prosecutions are country operations. A juvenile delinquent is treated differently from adult criminals. In India, the juveniles are kept in special homes and are not punishable like adults. The Government of India Children Act 1960 was to provide for the care, protection, maintenance, welfare, training, education, and rehabilitation of neglected or delinquent children, and for the trial of delinquent children in the Union Territories. But the world's biggest democracy, 12 states and 5 out of 9 union territories have no juvenile courts for children. Lack of appropriate treatment may lead to future delinquency, adult criminality, and adult mental illness. The juvenile delinquency in the country has been increasing. The children inside the jails get training in so many evils. When they are out, many of them become drug addicts too. Different groups of hardcore criminals and offenders train these children in all types of crimes. In a way, a big army of future criminals is being raised in the country who can murder anyone, anywhere, anytime. How do we solve this problem? Any solution to juvenile crime must involve all sectors of society, such as individuals, families, schools, churches, community groups, governments, and businesses. Juvenile delinquency is a grave problem which can't be solved by means of legislation and government efforts alone, but implementation of this legislation in all earnestness. Neither the government nor any voluntary organization has any solid scheme of rehabilitation of these little crushed flowers of the nation. Are we protecting our young children or pushing them towards more crime, or leaving them with no options but to become high-end criminals? Let us awake to the graveness of the situation before these poor souls turn total devils.